Hi, my name is Precious Osikha. I write, edit, publish, teach you how to write and get paid. I create amazing videos and voiceovers. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for watching my videos. And if you're new to my channel, you are very much welcome. And please do well to subscribe and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. We are now in round 2 and this is Team Okri Group A. So the prompt before us says write a 100-word story set in the hospital. So before I showcase the stories, I am going to drop 1 or 2 things on how to approach this kind of prompts. Now let's get started. In approaching this prompt, the first thing we need to do is to understand what the prompt says. And this particular prompt says, write a story set in the hospital. So in this case, whatever story idea you have, that story must be happening in the hospital. Okay, and the next one is understand the word count. So in this case, we still have been told it's 100 word count. In this case, you have to stick with a 100 word count. You cannot exceed it. And now this brings us to understanding what flash story is, because due to the word count, you are going to be writing a flash story. So you have to understand what a flash story is all about and what it entails. Okay, now the next one is to get an interesting idea that suits into the prompt. The idea should be interesting, because when your idea is interesting, your story is going to be interesting, your delivery is going to be interesting and good. Okay, then the next point is to understand the story elements. Okay, if you understand the elements of a story, those essential ingredients that need to be in your story, writing this particular story will not be too much of a problem. Okay, now if you do not know the elements of a story, I made a video in this regards. Okay, the video is on this channel. All you need to do is to check the description box. Okay, that's the description part of this video. Okay, just check it, the link is there, or you can look up on your screen and you would also see the link there, or you can go to creative writing playlist and you get to watch the video there. Okay, now even coming down to the word count, if you do not know how to monitor your word count, because sometimes when you are writing, you might just forget that you need to stick to the word count. So I made a video on the best apps for writers. All right, now on that video I explained the best apps you can actually use, and some of these apps you can actually monitor your word count. Okay, all you have to do is to check the description, okay, of this video. The link is there, or you can look up on the screen. You can click on the video, or you can go to the tutorial playlist. Okay, tutorial playlist, and then check up the video there, the best apps for writers. All right, looking at the elements of a story, we have character. So you have to ensure that whatever characters you'll be creating for this story, they are relatable, okay, they are interesting. All right, and then we can feel them in your story. Whatever is going on, we need to feel your characters. And of course, your setting, you have been told, is set in the hospital. Okay, so you can't do anything outside the hospital. We need to show us what's happening there. All right, then of course the POV. So what POV will you be using? POV means point of view. Is it the first person point of view, the second person, or the third person point of view? So we need to know your point of view. And of course, what about your voice, your mood, and your tone? What will you be using for us? Okay, all of these things you need to ensure that they are well executed in your story. And then the title needs to be interesting. It needs to pull your readers in. It needs to hook them. Okay, and then were we given anything in relation to the plots? Was there any plot hint? Is there any plot hint there? Okay, so we need to check it out, right? In this case, we weren't really given that much. We're just told that she write a story set in the hospital, so you have to come up with a very nice plot. Okay, and then the area of focus on ideas. Well, for this part, just ensure that your ideas are interesting. Okay, and of course it suits into the whole hospital setting thing. Okay, so just ensure it is interesting, ensure that we'll be able to relate with your story. And of course, it's going to keep us on the edge. Yeah, we want to see some suspense in your story too, right? Good. Okay, the next point is the writing rules and vocabulary. So you need to know the rules of writing, right? Your vocabulary needs to be top-notch. Oh yes, so in this case you need to use figurative devices, yes, or literary devices in this part of your story, right? Because so that we can actually feel your story, we can have a clear description or imagery of what your story is portraying, right? We want to feel everything that is happening in the story. The next step is the finishing. Yes, you have to edit. Okay, you have to proofread, you have to edit. And I always tell writers, you do not submit the first draft. Yes, for me, your first draft is just your starting point. So you can go back again to read it over and over again until you really get the very best. Okay, and of course, you deliver your work. Just ensure everything about your work is well executed. Okay, and then check out whatever rules you were given. All right, is there any other information or something you are asked to do? Just ensure that you execute it very well. Okay, now let's see the stories. Okay, let's dive into the stories. I am going to drop my opinions about the stories. Let's get started. The first story we have here is written by Harry, and it's titled Karim's Plight. Okay, your title is okay, it's cool, and I like your story setup. I just like the way you were able to make us feel that your story is taking place in the hospital. So it's good. All I just needed was a little bit of suspense and probably a twist. Okay, the story is fine, but of course, when there is a bit of suspense, it wants to make your reader wonder what's going to happen next. So you should work more on including suspense or twist in your stories. Well done. The next story is written by Ebube. Well, that's a very beautiful title. Your title is okay. It has a very nice setup too. I like that you're able to make us feel that your story is happening in a hospital. Your delivery, well, it's on a fair side, okay, on a fair note. I know you can do better than this. Just add a little bit of life to your story. Cut down some unnecessary words and put in more words that will bring life to your story, and at the same time try to include some suspense. Okay, try to include some suspense, because that is what we keep your readers on the edge. We want to know what's going to happen. We want to allow us think. Let's give us this moment to feel like, oh, what's happening next? Oh, if there were are there going to be more stories coming up? Okay, so let us feel some suspense in your story, but all the same, you've done well. Well done. The next story here is written by JEOMA. Your story title is It's Okay, It's Fine. You have a very nice storyline. I love your setup. Okay, that's the setting aspect. It's okay. I was just expecting some twist. I was expecting some some suspense, some twist there. All right, please do not forget that part. Is very important. Remember, it's a flash story, and of course we need something to keep us on the edge, right? Cool. So I know you can do better than this. Well done. The next story here is written by Mirabel. Your title is beautiful too. Good setup. This is good. You have really improved. And of course, I just want to keep improving on your vocabulary, okay? Just cut down unnecessary words. Remember to always stick with verbs. It's not like adverbs are not okay. You can use adverbs, but you can reduce them, okay? You can reduce them since we're dealing with a flash story. But well done, well done. This is a good job. Well done. All right, the next story here is written by Angel. Angel, your title is good, and I love the setting, okay? I love that. Just improve on your vocabulary, okay? And of course, improve on your suspense aspect, okay? The twist, let us see some twist. Let's see some suspense. Let our hearts, our hearts race, all right? Let it beat, okay? I want to make it more dramatic. Make it more dramatic, all right? Let's feel some action, okay? Your words are going to do justice to that. Right? Just bring your story more to life. But trust me, you did a very good job here, and I know you're going to do better. Well done. So we have the next story written by Ojo. Okay. I don't know, but the title doesn't really match to me. But all the same, I want to feel more. I want to feel more of your stories. I know you really have, you have potential. But you need to work more on bringing the stories to life, okay? Bring your story to life. Work on your vocabulary too, okay? Work on your vocabulary too, and do some editing. Take a time to, learn self-editing. Put more life into your stories, like I've said. But this one, you did okay. It's fair, all right? It's fair, but I know you can do better than this. Thank you. All right, these are the stories for Team Okri, Group A, and I want to hear from you. What do you think about the stories? Drop your opinions, okay, on the comments section. And yes, you can watch this video over and over again. The thing is, the more you watch this video, you are actually supporting these writers, and you can use the share button. All right, there's a share button to this video. Share the link to your friends and families to come over here to subscribe, and of course to watch the videos and drop their opinions, okay? Please, if you haven't subscribed, please do well to subscribe, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. It's very important to do that, okay, so that you can get notified when videos are being posted here. All right, thank you very much. Thank you for supporting what I do for writers, subscribing and telling more people to subscribe to this channel, and of course staying active is the best way to support what I do for writers, and at the same time support writers too who want to become better in their craft. Thank you.